Welcome to yet another episode of the Daily Speaking Tree. In today's episode from Saint Faustina's diary, she grapples with finding spiritual guidance. While some confessors offer solace, others seem bewildered by her deeper needs, leaving her feeling unheard. Saint Faustina stresses the importance of humility, reminding us that God's voice can even come through a confused confessor. She recounts a personal encounter with a strict confessor who surprisingly offered words of encouragement that she interprets as a direct message from God. This experience strengthens her faith and highlights the mysterious ways God guides us. Remember, dear brothers and sisters, even in moments of confusion, hold fast to humility and trust in God's divine presence. So let's read Saint Faustina's diary number 132. I must again mention that there are some confessors who seem to be true spiritual fathers, but only as long as things go well. When the soul finds itself in greater need, they become perplexed and either cannot or will not understand the soul. They try to get rid of the person as soon as possible. But if the soul is humble, it will always profit in some little way or the other. God Himself will sometimes cast a shaft of light into the depths of the soul because of its humility and faith. The confessor will sometimes say something he had never intended to say, without even realizing it himself. Oh, let the soul believe that such words are the words of the Lord Himself. Though indeed, we ought to believe that every word spoken in the confessional is God's. What I have referred to above is something that comes directly from God. And the soul perceives that the priest is not master of himself, that he is saying things that he would rather not say. This is how God rewards faith. I have experienced this many times myself. A certain very learned and respected priest, probably Father Wilkowski, the sister's confessor at Block, to whom I sometimes happen to go to confession, was always severe and opposed to these matters. But on one occasion he replied to me, "Bear in mind, sister, that if God is asking this of you, you should not oppose Him. God sometimes wants to be praised in just this way. Be at peace. What God has started, He will finish. But I say this to you, faithfulness to God and humility." And once again, humility. Bear well in mind what I have told you today. I was delighted, and I thought that perhaps this priest had understood me. But it so turned out that I never went to confession to him again. Once, one of the older mothers, probably Mother Jane, summoned me, and it was as if fiery bolts from the blue were coming down upon my head. So much so that I could not even discover what it was all about. But after a while, I understood that it was about a matter over which I had no control whatsoever. She said to me, "Get it out of your head, sister, that the Lord Jesus might be communing in such an intimate way with such a miserable bundle of imperfections as you. Bear in mind that it is only with holy souls that the Lord Jesus communes in this way." I acknowledge that she was right, because I am indeed a wretched person, but still I trust in God's mercy. When I met the Lord, I humbled myself and said, "Jesus, it seems that you do not associate intimately with such wretched people as I. Be at peace, my daughter. It is precisely through such misery that I want to show the power of my mercy." I understood that this mother had merely wanted to subject me to a humiliation. Oh, my Jesus, you have tested me so many times in this short life of mine. I have come to understand so many things and even such that now amaze me. Oh, how good it is to abandon oneself totally to God and to give Him full freedom to act in one's soul.